Drum roll, please. Cymbal crash. Bustelo ran out from behind the curtain, dashed onto the stage, bounded onto the springboard, did a double somersault, landed lightly on his feet, removed the raw egg from between his teeth, showed it to the crowd, cracked it on the ground, and the crowd went wild. Bustelo was the best court jester ever. He knew 123 tricks, could play the trombone, the tuba, the bagpipe, the triangle. He could tell jokes and stories from morning to night. He was the best, and that is why he worked for the king. And all was good, except there was one rule. No children allowed in the royal court. But that wasn't a big deal except for one kid. You see, Bustelo had a son, Luca. And Luca wanted to be just like his dad. He knew a few tricks himself. He knew some jokes like, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Okay, they weren't that good. But he was trying. He could do somersaults and play the banjo. He wanted to be a jester too, just like his dad. And he probably shouldn't have. But one day, Luca snuck into the royal court, climbed the stairs to the balcony, and watched again as, drumroll please, cymbal crash. He watched his father do the trick, crack the egg, the crowd went wild, and Luca said, way to go, Daddy! The king's minister, Reducto. A child. A boy! Bring him here at once. Luca was brought down. Reducto. A child. The boy must be punished. On the other side of the king was the second minister, Cannoli. Yeah. And the king said, look, he's just a kid. I'm sure he meant no harm. But the boy must be punished. Yeah. Bustelo ran out and said, hey, look, this is my son. His name is Luca. I'm sure he meant no harm. The boy must be punished. The king said, hey, look, he's just a kid. Let's give him a break. Bustelo wrapped his arm around Luca, and they returned to their apartment in the castle. Are you out of your mind? You know children are not allowed. What's the matter with you? Dad, how am I ever going to be a court jester if I don't see you do what jesters do? Dad, this summer, when you go out to entertain the villages, please, Daddy, please, can I come with you? Children are allowed there. And Bustelo, being a good dad, said what any good dad would say. He said, let's ask Mommy. And miracle of miracles, Mom said yes. So, on the first day of summer, Bustelo and Luca sat in the front wagon. Behind them, a long train of other wagons filled with musicians and acrobats and dancers. They were at the eastern gate. At the western gate was Cannoli and Reducto and the king, and a long train of wagons filled with henchmen. For each summer they went out to capture new lands, stuff their pockets. And sure enough, at the strike of the noon bell, the eastern gate opened, the western gate opened, and off they went. Daddy, I've never been out of the castle before. Where are we going? Luca, look down in the valley. You see that town down there? That'll be our first stop. One day a year, the villagers got a show, and this was the day. When the wagons arrived, they ran out and they said, "Bustelo, you're back! You're back! My friends, we've got a great show planned for you, but at 6 o'clock, be at the town square at 6 p.m. We'll see you there." Look, it's a big job to make the show. They were all there in the town square working to build a stage. Bustelo was sweating, and Luca said, "Dad, I've never been out of the castle before, and would it be okay if I went for a walk or something?" Yeah, sure. "Be back by 6 o'clock. Cool. Wow. And Luca saw a store that sold nothing but awesome shoes. And another one filled with cool hats. And another one with the most delicious looking cakes. And then he saw an alley. And it was a little scary, but it was also kind of cool. So he walked down it. It turned to the right and to the left. It grew narrower, smaller. The buildings closer and closer, so their roof lines almost touched. He was walking down. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. He didn't see her. He didn't see the young mother lying on the ground, holding 2 small children in her arms, dressed in rags. She lifted up her hand and said, "Don't worry, son, it's okay. But please, do you have anything to give? We are hungry and poor." "I would if I could, but I'm a kid, so I can't. I'm sorry." And then Luca walked a little further. And he came to a place where these 2 old guys were sitting on a bench, one whose arm was all twisted, the other whose leg was broken. "Boy, come here. Hey, look, kid. We fought in the king's conquests, and we got hurt, and the king gives us no pension. Might you have a penny or 2? Sorry, you guys, I'm a kid. I mean, I would if I could, but I'm a kid, so I can't." And he walked a little further, and he came to a boy just like him, a little younger, dressed in filthy rags, no shoes, holding his hand out. "Hey, man, I would if I could, but I'm a kid. I don't have anything to give. What can I give?" "Daddy, the show, the stage!" And when Luca arrived, the stage was set. Beautiful banners and flags. Everything was prepared. Bustelo said, "Look, hurry up, come here. Take this sign, hold it, and stand on that side of the stage." "Thank you, Dad." The sign said, "Welcome to Bustelo's Summer Show." Drum roll, please. Cymbal crash. Bustelo ran out, did the egg trick. The crowd went wild. My people, I am so happy to be back for our one summer show. And then someone in the audience said, "Who's the kid?" "Hey, that's my son, Ben. I'm my son, Luca. Luca, say hello." "Hi." And then someone said, "Sing us a song, kid." "You know what? That's a great idea. Hey, Luca, give me that sign. Come over here and sing the people a song." "Father, I don't sing." "Luca, sing them a song. I don't care if it's the happy birthday song. Sing them a song." "I am going to kill you." happy birthday to... And that's when he saw them. The mom with the two little kids were there. And the two old guys. And the kid with no shoes. They were all there. And then suddenly Luca got this feeling, this sweet, delicious, golden feeling. It was like... Did you ever open up a can of peaches? The top pops and those golden globes of sweet deliciousness are there. That's what it was like. This sweet golden feeling reached up, and then Luca began to sing. Whatever he sang became a picture in the sky. 1,000 blue butterflies. A double rainbow. A river of shimmering gold. When he was done, the picture dissolved. And people started to say, it's a miracle, it's incredible. Did you see that? That was amazing. It's incredible. Did you see that? It's amazing. It's incredible. I can't believe that. It's a miracle. It's incredible. It's incredible. And then Bustello ran out and said, Luca, how did you do that? Dad. Peaches. And it was a miracle. The people went home, their hearts filled with love, their eyes and ears filled with beauty. And none of the other entertainers could come on the stage. I mean, why would you? Why would you put milk into a glass that was already full? Everyone went home happy. They went to the next village. Once again, Luca says, can I go for a walk? Once again, he meets people who are asking. Once again, he comes back. And once again, he holds the sign. Welcome to Zumak. Welcome to Bustello's summer show. Once again, we've got a great show for you. Who's the kid? Sing us a song. And again, Luca saw the people who would ask him things on his walk. And again, he got that golden, sweet, delicious feeling. And again, he sang. And again, they were filled. And by the time it came to the next village, the people had heard about the boy who could sing pictures. And when they saw the wagons coming, they surrounded and they said, there he is, Luca, the boy who could sing pictures. Oh, please, sing us a picture, sing us a picture, sing us a picture, sing us a picture. And Luca did. He sang and sang and sang all summer long. And like all good things, summer came to an end. They returned to the eastern gate, where a guard was waiting for them. The kid who could sing pictures, huh? Well, Reducto and Cannoli and the king are waiting for you. Oh, the boy who could sing pictures. Sing us a picture, boy! Sing us a picture! Yeah. And Luca looked into Reducto's eyes and to Cannoli's eyes, but he had no sweet feeling. Nothing came to him at all. What's the matter? You can't sing pictures. Or has the cat got your tongue? Yeah. Bustelo ran in and said, Luca, what's the matter? Just sing them a picture. But Dad, I'm not getting the feeling. Dad, there's no pictures. Luca, just look into their eyes and sing the truth. Luca looked into Reducto's eyes, looked into Cannoli's eyes, and he saw the horrors, the violence, the terror, and he got this burning, tight feeling in his gut. He tries to hold it down, but it grew and grew. He tried to hold it back, but then it took hold of his tongue, and he began to The boy is evil. The boy is evil! He must be punished! Luca was taken, thrown into the dungeon. What did I do? It was cold, wet, bugs. What did I do? What did I do? And Luca began to cry. there was a woman who had seen his very first picture and had followed him every day through the summer and had seen all of his pictures. And she knew that his heart was good. She got on her horse and she galloped to the first village. She woke everyone up. Hey, everyone, get up. Luca, the boy who could sing pictures, is in trouble. We need everyone to be there. Be at the castle by dawn. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, the castle by dawn. She went to the next village. Wake up, Luca's in trouble. The boy who could sing pictures, the castle by dawn, the castle by dawn, the castle by dawn, the castle by dawn. The castle by dawn. The castle by dawn. The castle by dawn. Wake up, kid. I said, wake up. Now, before I go on with the story, I have to paint a picture for you. Here was the castle's eastern tower. Here was the western tower. And between them, a high wall. Luca was brought up from the dungeon, up the circular stairs. And when he reached the top, he saw Cannoli, Reducto, the king, and a figure, huge figure, in a heavy brown cloak, tall wooden block, and resting against it an axe. This huge figure of a man came and picked Luca up with one hand and placed him on top of that block of wood. So that Luca's little head rose above the castle wall. So that he saw the 10,000 people who were there. And there they were, the mother with the little kids, and the two old guys were waving, and the kid had shoes. They were all there. And when they saw Luca, they all began to say, sing us a picture, sing us a picture, sing us everyone! Sing us a picture! My people! My people, my people! Me, your king, your king, your king, will grant you, your wish, your wish.
Oh, but the boy must be punished.
No, we will give Luca one last song. Luca opened his mouth and began to sing. Pictures fill the sky from east to west. It was the best picture. When he was done, that picture dissolved, and all was quiet until Luca heard a voice, the voice of the king, who, wiping tears from his eyes, said, I didn't know this was possible. I didn't trust that. I didn't know. And the king went down onto his knees, placed his forehead on Luca's feet, looked at him. Please forgive me. I am so sorry.
The boy must be punished. It's the rules. There.
And the king said, no, it's not Luca who should be punished, but you, Reducto, and you, Cannoli. When my parents died, I was but a small child, and they left me in your charge, that you would teach me how to be good. But you have led me and our kingdom down a road of sorrow and ruin. No, it is not Luca who should be punished, but the two of you. And then the king backed up, ran up to Reducto, and kicked him in the buttocks. Over the wall, into the moat. And then Cannoli. 10 years later, drumroll please, cymbal crash, Luca ran onto the stage. Luca bounded on the springboard, did a double somersault, landed on the ground, took out the raw egg, showed the king, all the kids, showed Bustello, for he was now the court jester. Who could sing pictures? wizard. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a. Tall hat, long beard, long coat that dragged behind him as he walked through the many rooms of his castle, looking at all his stuff. He had a lot of stuff, but mostly what he had was books. From the ceiling to the floor, you couldn't fit anymore. He knew everything about everything: psychology, biology, mineralogy, thisology, and thatology too. Once upon a time there was a wizard. 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 Every day at 12 o'clock he would open his doors, let people come in to ask questions. Oh, great wizard, I have a question. And whatever the question was, the wizard had an answer. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a wizard. Was a wizard. Once upon a time there was a. And this goes on for a long, 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 long time. Till one day, the door opens up and a woman comes in. He says, "What is your question?" She said, I don't have a question. I have a daughter, and her name is Nina, and Nina is really smart. People in town say that Nina might even be as smart as you. A child as smart. Bring her here at once. The woman was clever, had brought Nina, went outside, came back a moment later. The wizard looked at her and said, "Ha, they say you're pretty smart, kid. Well, then answer this simple question. What is 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 16,289 divided by 3 to the 13th power?" I don't know it either. But Nina knew it. She nailed it. She knocked it out of the park. He asked her another question. What is the capital city of Madagascar? I don't know it either. But Nina knocked it out of the park. He asked her another question. She had the answer. Question, answer. Question, question, question. For 3 long hours, she nailed every single one until finally Nina said, "This is boring. Can we play a game? Let's play a game. Let's play hide and seek, and you can hide first." You want to play hide and seek with me in my own castle? Yeah. Fine. And so the wizard clapped his hands one time. And hid behind the clouds. And Nina was like, "Mr. Wizard, that's not cool. The clouds are out of bounds. It's not fair. You got to come back." The wizard came down and said, "How did you know where I was hiding?" She said, "Now it's my turn to hide." And Nina clapped her hands silently and hid in the wizard's heart. And he started to look for her. Upstairs, downstairs, inside, outside. Opened up the cabinets, lifted up the carpets. He looked in every single one of his books. He searched for 3 long hours. Until finally the wizard said, "Give me a hint." And he heard her little voice say, "Woo! Do that again." kid, look, look, kid, you win. Show yourself. And Nina appeared.
Where were you hiding? Oh, Mr. Wizard. Mr. Big Bad Wizard. I was hiding in your heart.
And if you don't know where your heart is, if you can't find your heart, I mean, what's the use of all this stuff? Oh, young lady, you think you can walk into my castle and tell me that I don't know where you think you're so smart that you can come in here and tell me that you think that you...
I like you.
She taught him a lesson that he never forgot. The next day, he invited families with children to come and play. And he watched as the kids did all that wacky stuff, spinning, dancing, telling jokes, tumbling, laughing. Then he got into it. He started to play too. He started to have fun. He started to laugh. He started to find his heart. And that's when he started to live, to really live happily ever after. Daniel Kelly. Thank you. If you can hold it for one moment. I just want to say how grateful I am to the support of the McCallum Theater, the leadership here, the teachers and everyone who made this possible. We've been working to tell the story and bringing Daniel's beautiful music and his beautiful lights to the stage. It's the first time we've done it, and it would not have been possible without the leadership here at the McCallum. We are so grateful to you. Thank you so much.